Hello everyone, welcome. I'm Professor Samuel Johnson from the VIT AP School of Business, and we welcome you to this small interview which we do with a lot of business organizations. And I'm so happy today to introduce you to Mr. Arvind from IDS, which is into blockchain and products. And IDS was started in the year 1996
Yes, Michigan.
at Michigan in the USA. And Arvind is the Vice President of IDS, which takes care of blockchain and products at Hyderabad. And Arvind did his bachelor's in ECE and that is executive education at IIIT Hyderabad. He also has a business school degree from Liverpool Business School. So Arvind has a Indian education, international education, technology, management, and at a very young age came to the point of vice president, and the world is talking about blockchain technology. So Arvind, welcome to VIT AP University.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you, sir, for your kind introduction.
It's an honor, yeah. So let's just quickly get to know from Arvind. The whole world is talking about blockchain
Yeah.
and IDS. I've seen your website, I've seen your work. You have tied up with so many, IITs and B schools. Why the whole world is talking about blockchain? We are now in 2021.
Yes, yes.
Can you tell the audience a little bit? You can even, look there to the audience and tell us
Okay.
what is IDS doing
Okay.
and why the whole world is going blockchain.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. See, coming to ideas, I think we are working for last couple of decades. We have been working with a lot of governments and MNCs in terms of IT products. And coming to blockchain, especially, we are doing a lot of. We started investing. At least millions of dollars in developing one blockchain application for supply chain, especially
Supply chain.
supply chain management. And we are working with a couple of big pharma companies in Hyderabad and also air cargo players in India, so that we can bring all the operations on blockchain. Okay, coming to blockchain, why there is a lot of hype? Initially the hype got started with Bitcoin, but the point is Bitcoin is just one application of blockchain. It's
Okay.
not the the complete thing. Okay, so blockchain is the backend technology. And why now? Okay, see, if you look at now, we are in industry 4.0.
Yeah.
So if we look at industry 4.0, almost all governments, corporates, everyone is increasingly becoming digital. So the
Yes.
digital transformation is
It's
like
become a
part and parcel of
Yes.
every organization. Now, if everything is increasingly becoming digital, data integrity and data security is the most important. And blockchain brings that. And you know what? Blockchain's unique ability is immutable data. Every application which people develop talks around immutable data. What does it mean? Data, once it is onto blockchain, it can't be modified. Can you ever imagine a scenario in digital world where if something is becoming digital, it can't be changed?
Wow.
See, that is the first thing which is completely uniquely brought because of the technologies which is being used under blockchain. And blockchain is just not one technology actually. It is a confluence of multiple technological concepts.
Okay.
There is cryptography, game theory, peer-to-peer, distributed computing. So all these concepts are converged to create blockchain technology.
Wow. Okay. So my next question is, people saying that this is a multidisciplinary project,
Yes.
and what is your, a small talk? If any student from the business school is listening to this,
Okay.
undergrad BBA or a postgrad business school or an engineering student, does it have an opportunity
Yeah.
both for the business,
Okay.
the management,
Yes.
and the technology?
Okay.
What is your message to the young students who are listening to this
Okay.
interview?
Okay. I think so probably students should definitely look at blockchain because blockchain is not only the technology. It has the business dimension as well. Why I'll tell you. See, if we look at the way political system, I'll bring an analogy.
Yes.
Okay, if we look at the political system, initially we used to have kings,
Yes.
kind of kings, okay, and then came, so that is pretty much centralized, okay, right, monopoly. And then came oligopoly where there is an emperor and they have kings under him.
Yes.
So it is like it got distributed, and that is more a kind of clustered, right? And then we evolved into democracy where the power got distributed too much into all the people so that they have right to choose their leader. Okay. Now similarly, IT systems and businesses are also going in the same pattern.
Wow.
Let me give you a simple example. If we look at businesses previously, they used to do all the operations on their own. Let's take a manufacturing unit. Okay, like let's take GM. Okay. Now everything from manufacturing a unit to everything they are doing. Now slowly from that centralized, businesses evolved into outsourcing, where every specific operation is being outsourced and a group of companies are working together to create value. Now we are entering into an era where we co-create with consumers.
Wow.
We co-create with the stakeholders. Now isn't that democratization? Now the political systems evolved from centralized to decentralized. The businesses are evolving from centralized to decentralized. Now the technology IT systems also should evolve. And that is where, if you look at the on-prem, like all the companies, IT companies previously, they used to have huge on-prem servers, which are pretty much centralized.
Yeah.
And now they went to cloud,
Yeah.
where multiple companies share a part of cloud IT
Yeah.
systems.
Yeah.
And now an era where a blockchain network is not maintained by companies, rather by general public.
Wow.
So isn't that the democratization of IT systems? Now businesses are going that way, and technology which supports business also is going in the same pattern. And two things, when they collide, it becomes a big bang. And that is what blockchain is trying to create, where the power of technology, the power of business is being put in the hands of common man. Today with blockchain, a typical entrepreneur can raise millions and millions of dollars through crowdfunding,
Wow.
which is a tokenization concept. And let me give you an example. Recent, couple of years back, we know Google Chrome, right? Now Google Chrome is the dominant player in online advertising.
Yes.
Almost 99% of Google's income is coming from ads,
Google Ads.
right? Now we are putting our attention, right? But they are making money,
Oh yes.
right? Now with blockchain, there is a browser called as Brave browser, where with the consent of the end user, their attention is being tokenized and they get paid.
Wow.
And they raised $32 million in 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
30 seconds,
$32
$32
million.
million,
Okay.
that through crowdfunding across the world.
Oh yeah.
Now just imagine, if some company has to fight a big player, is it possible? Can they raise funds? No. But with blockchain, if you are creating value for masses,
Yeah.
you can raise funds from all the masses in a very transparent way on blockchain.
Wow. So being a faculty of business school, and I teach lean startup and entrepreneurship is in my 4-day.
Okay.
What's your message for a business student or an engineering student? How much opportunities are available for a technology or a startup opportunities in and around blockchain?
Okay.
What's your message before we close?
Okay. So, see, one thing is very clear. All the legacy players are just a perception. See, Nokia or Kodak or all these players who are used to be market leaders, they have fell down just because they couldn't innovate in the next cycle.
Yeah.
And now the second era or second generation companies like Apple, Facebook and all, who are trying to innovate, they are continuously innovating.
Yes.
But the point is, concentration of power and concentration of economy is in their hands. So the future is shared economy.
Okay.
So it's not about, so tomorrow the next generation people, doing business is not about making money for your company or for yourself, rather making money for all the stakeholders involved.
Wow.
And if you can create some business which is around shared economy, where all the stakeholders involved can do some business, can leverage technology to create new services, obviously you'll be succeeding.
So there's
That
a
is
lot of
kind-
scope for a startup people.
Definitely. I mean, if we look at blockchain, $3.1 trillion is the kind of market projections by 2025.
Okay.
And let me tell you, it started at $29 billion in 2020,
Mhm.
and it is almost 300 times projections which are happening, and that is getting reflected in all the kind of investment. Today, if you look at Facebook, KPMG, okay, and lot of all big players, JP Morgan, Amazon, everyone started. Even recently, our largest national bank, SBI.
Mhm.
So they
Yeah.
started collaborating with JP Morgan for some blockchain project.
Wow.
So, I mean, definitely billions of dollars are getting into it, and startups have lot of scope.
Okay, so before we close, I know you're closely working with so many people in the T Hub, Telangana,
Yes, Telangana.
Hub. And could you just throw a light on the global blockchain GBA, and the person in the US
Yeah,
who is mentoring and all that, little bit, so that the audience know that your
Sure.
reach is from Hyderabad to the world.
Okay.
How about
okay.
GBA? And
So yeah, so GBA is Government Blockchain Association, which is a consortium body, and they have around 110 chapters across the world, and each chapter is represented by government representatives of that particular country.
Wow.
Okay, so GBA is like a consortium between industry and governments. And recently I was given global leadership, working supply chain working group global leader.
Wow.
So I mean it's a very good opportunity actually for an Indian to represent that.
Wow.
And we are working on GBBP, which is a interoperable blockchain network where multiple companies and multiple countries can deploy their blockchain applications on that one network.
Wow.
So now I'm not just working on blockchain, I'm working on blockchain of blockchains.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like network of networks.
Networks, okay.
So I think that is one prestigious project which I'm heading in terms of supply chain domain.
Good, good. So thanks, Arvind. Thanks for your time.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming to VIT.
And it's our pleasure.
Sure.
I mean, it's my pleasure to be here.
Sure. So, my dear friends, you have heard a Vice President of IDS, Mr. Arvind, giving his views on what's blockchain, what is it all about, and how a student can leverage this. What's the future? A technical guy who did a business at Liverpool School of Business and having an executive in IIIT Hyderabad, having a passion. So, if this small talk has given some insights to you, please go down to the comment section below. I'm going to share all the contacts, LinkedIn of Arvind. Go to the links, get connected, because it's all about shared economy, right? So when we grow, we can only grow when we make others grow.
Yes.
Please understand that.
Yes.
So that's a technology which these people are talking, and so all the details of Mr. Arvind and his company will be in the section below, in the body of the video. Please do keep in touch. And at the very outset, we want to thank from VIT AP University, VIT AP School of Business, that for watching this, making all this happen. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you.